match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat children. Pray.
Yo, it's your boy Phil Hunt. We back here after a long hiatus at the motherfucking Tough Talk podcast, bitch. We back in it. Got a new co-host. Let me introduce my man Ibrahim Khalif.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One of Jersey's finest.
Brick City.
He puts out propaganda. I like that. I appreciate that.
Gotta keep the streets dirty. You know what I mean? Get these.
You gotta give people something to think about.
Something to clean up.
Because even when they're mad, it's like, yo, you felt something. The worst thing is to say something and don't nobody feel nothing. Yeah. It's just a dud.
That's one of the things, too, is like, especially like when you're on stage and you're having a bad set.
Right.
Even if you can make motherfuckers feel uncomfortable, it's better than total silence and dead air.
Yeah.
It's like if you can get
if you can get the groan or if you can get
I'm
whatever.
all for that.
Yeah, definitely. You see me on social media, dog. I'm more into the comments than I am the likes. Like, that's easy. You could be like, hurricanes are bad. 100,000 likes. Yeah. But when you get what they call being ratioed, I guess the internet nerds call it being ratioed, which to me, I'm like, that's more interesting.
What the
when
fuck
you
is
get
that?
people
That's
talking.
new shit now.
That's when you get like a 2 to 300. So 2 likes to 300 comments.
Oh, okay.
Where it's just like, yeah, but
where you're being so-called dragged.
Dude is interesting. Yeah, and that whole drag thing. It's funny to me because they find a new celebrity to do it. Black Twitter does every week. And it's like, he's sleeping in a mansion, right?
What are you really affecting?
You can't drag Chris Brown. I know you want to, but he's sleeping in a mansion with 2 models.
They really think that they're doing something with that. They be, we dragged him to social media.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you ain't do shit.
Oh, yeah.
To this motherfucker
Definitely.
at all.
Definitely.
At all. It's like...
It's so weird. One night I did 3 shows and looked at my phone and it had 99 comments. And I'm like, these comedians can't be busy because they're busy dragging me. And I'm like, I just got 5 applause breaks. I don't know what y'all are doing, but I don't even think
you obviously ain't working on that weak ass set.
I don't even think social media is the real world, Like, I feel like it's a whole nother, And
it's a set. I think in some parts it is real because what you're dealing with is people's thoughts, which is the rawest thing that you can ever get. Because what they would never say to you in your face, they will definitely say right there. So you're getting a window into someone's soul to a degree.
A little bit.
So it is real, but it isn't real in terms of it doesn't really affect.
I don't feel like their
anything.
Responses are real. Because via Twitter, via Facebook, they're a little more brave. Fuck you, go die, and all that shit. Right. You're just like, wait a minute, I know him. Right. I remember I had a dude I pulled up on, and I told him, what you just said right there, seeing as we never even met, I'm going to pull up on you. I pulled up on him. He goes, yeah, but that was the internet. And I was like, then I felt like I was tripping. I was like, I'm tripping.
You going to beat my ass over some comments?
Yeah nigga, so I was like, I am tripping. He is right. That is the internet. Why am I mad? And then as I walked away, I went, he Jedi mind tricked you.
Damn sure did.
But yeah, it's people real brave on the internet. Let's talk maybe a little bit about the good of the internet. What's good on the internet?
Man, let me tell you, when this whole SJW shit first jumped off, I wasn't even trying to be no social justice warrior. I was just trying to talk to people because niggas was getting popped on the internet at a breaking clip. So you just trying to bridge the gap with some white motherfuckers you may know who may feel a particular way. But now this shit done morphed.
People was going live and going live dead.
Word.
Like that. Remember the dude in Cleveland shot somebody on Facebook Live. They like, let's put a delay on the live.
What about the motherfucker? It was also like you had the black dude out in California who was the former cop who they went on that manhunt.
Do you mean Christopher Dorner?
Yeah, Christopher. Yo,
that's one of my favorite stories.
They need to make a movie about that motherfucker.
It's Enemy of the State. Yo, that's the movie.
Yo, I really believe he knew something.
Oh, he did.
He definitely knew something that was coming down the pipe.
Christopher Dorner snitched on them. Mm-hmm. And yeah, he was telling on cops for their bad behavior. And yeah, they chased him down. They said he killed the cop, allegedly. And that was their reason for chasing him down.
But they said that the reason for his fucking his massacre he went on, his so-called massacre he went on, was because he was passed up for a promotion or some shit. Like,
they'll make up a story.
Yeah, passed up for a promotion.
They will make up a story.
I don't know a nigga that
I always thought it was funny
work.
Because you can't burn an American flag. That is a crime. Mm-hmm. But they burnt him on national television. And then, went to commercial break.
Yeah.
That was an odd chase, man. But Ibrahim, let's get into a little about you, man. How long you been doing comedy?
5 years. It'll be 5 years November.
Okay. Yeah.
I started when I was 31.
31.
Yeah, so I stepped on stage first time I was 31. I took a slight break. I had opened a business and shit. And then for about 6 months I was dealing with that. Then in the midst, I'm sitting in my empty gym because I had a fitness studio or whatever.
Okay.
I said, man, let me head over to... So I took this comedic acting class. And from that, I ran into Gordon Baker Bone after that. And then I just was like, look, I'm going to pursue this
Baker
thing.
Bone. Shouts out to him. One of Jersey's finest. He be around the city. I see dude. Right. Funny guy. I like him. 31, that's a right age to start comedy, man. I'll tell you. I'm 33 now, and I be feeling behind as far as a comedian. And one of my senseis, one of my mentors, Alonzo Bolden, he started at 30. So he always looks at me like, fuck are you talking about? Mm-hmm. You're 33. Like, I was 2 years in. I'm in the game. I'm 13 years in, so yeah.
And I'll be looking at situations like yours, like, when I initially first started and I was really going at this shit, I was like, all right. I felt envious of younger people because for years people had told me, yo, try stand-up comedy. And when I was growing up, when you saw the greats of stand-up comedy, you're like, I can't do that shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't be. So I didn't think I could do that. But it's funny how now the way comedy's going now, it's like people see a motherfucker on stage and go, I can do that. You know what I mean? Everybody can do comedy now.
And I mean, I guess you need those both extremes to put you in the game because... When I was like 7, I started watching comedy. Comic View would be on every night, and my parents would kind of leave the TV on that. I don't even think they got that I was watching it, But then I saw Chris Rock's Bring the Pain, and I remember being a kid and looking at my mom and saying, he gets paid to do that? And her being like, yeah, a lot. And I'm like, oh, word. So I always kind of had that vision or idea for myself. But it's weird because I always feel weird anytime somebody's inspired by mediocrity. This girl was telling me, I think she was a waitress at the Cellar. Mm-hmm. Is that how it went? Or in that she saw somebody be bad is what she was telling me. And she said, I can do better than that. And it's just like, because I always feel like that's a weird bar. Because I always feel like greatness should be the bar. You should be shooting to be Chris Rock, Bring the Pain, funny. To be, fucking Dave Chappelle, Killing Them Softly, funny.
Right.
And then when people are like, nah, I'm just trying to be bottom of the barrel, white guy number 6 on the lineup. Right. It's just like, what?
I grew up watching a lot of stand-up. When I grew up with my grandmother, we watched stand-up. It was a family thing. Okay. And I talk about this quite a bit, is that when we used to watch stand-up and shit, I would find it funny on one aspect, the comedian's jokes or whatever, but I would also ask my mother and my grandmother and all of them, like, yo, why is it funny to you? And then they would give me the other level of that humor. Oh, yeah. So it gave me, it put things in proper perspective for me, and I understood the double entendres in a joke. I understood certain metaphors they would use in other ways. Because as a kid, you only hear it sounds funny.
Yes. But and the rhythm and pace, which I still laugh about to this day. And I mean, listeners, y'all can YouTube Fool's Comedy School. That's school with a SKOOL, and I really do make fun of like the pace and the rhythm, because it's almost becomes preacher-like.
Right.
And the same reason somebody is good, the same reason somebody is also bad, because it's like, yo, that dude has all of the rhythm and the cadence, but he ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying shit, yeah.
And that Chris Rock's rhythm was like a preacher.
Oh yeah, his
family
in his family, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, that rhythm and cadence, you know, and it's, if you're using it just for side bitch humor. Mm-hmm. Oh, where the side bitches at?
Don't you hate when
some of y'all ain't clapping? That's because you don't know you a side bitch.
You hear that shit all the time.
Where the niggas with dirty houses at? Everybody got somebody in their family that got a dirty house. And if you ain't clapping, it's because you got the dirty house. And you like, hey, come on, man. But people laugh. And I mean, yeah, you're right. I'll tell you one I was thinking of, or you're right about comedy bringing a family together. Somehow I got down a rabbit hole. And I mean, I walked in the grocery store literally with my girl and saw chestnuts. Chestnuts made me think of, do you remember Dolomite, Rudy Ray Moore's chestnuts joke?
No.
It's on the Dr. Dre Chronic album. And that's how I heard it. And I can remember my father like leaving me in the car and me rewinding it to hear the joke again.
Man, the only Rudy Ray Moore thing I used to always hear was my sister's father used to always do the signified monkey when I was a kid.
Which is hilarious because as I looked in the comments of the chestnuts joke, I was trying to explain to my girl, like, yo, you got to hear this joke. She's like, what are you even talking about? So anyway, yeah, I can remember my father being like, oh, that's Dolomite, boy. You don't know nothing about that. And, you know, years go by. Obviously, Rudy Ray Moore's passed. Rest in peace. But the Dolomite movie is coming out with Eddie Murphy. I'm excited to check that out. Because,
I think we're going to do it justice, too.
Yeah, come on. It's Eddie, dog. People forget. But Eddie was that dude. But the chestnuts joke is, let's see if I can do it in short and in quick. You know, the girl says to her father, you know, hey, daddy, you know, if you had nuts on your chest, what would those be? He said chestnuts. Hey, daddy, if there were nuts on the wall, what would those be? Walnuts. Hey, daddy, so if you had nuts on your chin, would those be chin nuts? And he says, hell no, bitch, you'd have a dick in your mouth. So, as I'm finding this joke on YouTube, I'm looking in the comments, and so many people are like, yo, Dr. Dre brought me here, the Chronic. So I'm like, okay, I share that memory with so many other people. I mean, obviously, that's a fucking multi-platinum fucking album. So, and that was my introduction to Rudy Ray Moore at like 7. But also what you talked about, the signified monkey, was in the comments. And people were like, yo, I remember hopping in the car, you know, and they would give you the year, 77, the whole story, 4 paragraphs. And to me, that's the type of conversation and bringing together that comedy's supposed to inspire.
And also comedy also becomes a part of our lexicon. If it's a good joke, it becomes part of, like you say, you saw chestnuts, you associated that with that. Yeah. Just like I do a bit where I talk about, I don't know if you saw it in the video I sent you, but I do a bit where I talk about white women in yoga pants.
Right.
And I talk about how if you from the hood and you see white women in yoga pants go jogging, I say, you know your rent's about to go up. I say it's like one of the first signs of gentrification.
One of the first signs.
So nobody ever thought about that, and then I said it, and now there's people that hit me up and go, yo, I saw, and they'll take a picture and they'll send it to me and go, God damn. They never paid attention to that. And that's the greatest thing about being a comic, is that these thoughts that you have over the course of the day, whatever, it captures it and it's like, oh fuck.
And that's what it is, like a character like Dolomite, who was, you know, damn near a pimp. Well, he was a pimp, and I mean, he talked dirty. That was the whole thing, you know. And you got now people will try to be like, oh, we gotta cancel, we gotta ban, and it's just like what?
He's a time capsule of that time. Just like I was telling that sounded redundant as fuck. But just like I was telling somebody else about Martin, when you watch Martin Lawrence, You So Crazy, Martin was a time capsule of what it was to be in your early 20s dating in the 90s.
You couldn't turn on the TV without seeing Martin in the 90s. I mean, Def Jam over to, what was it, Fox?
It was Def Jam, Fox.
Which people got beef with Fox. That's how they built their entire thing, because they were a new network.
It was
Living Single, Martin,
Living Color.
And now...
And also fucking Married with Children.
Yeah.
One of the best sitcoms ever.
Married with Children was great.
But they were all on the same lineup.
Which people were bringing up because they were like, yo, Al Bundy, would have got banned. It's just like, because y'all don't allow a character to even be a character anymore. No. Which is one of the dumbest things, yo. You remember when Barbershop came out and Cedric the Entertainer was shitting on Rosa Parks. People were like, yo, let's petition. And it's like, y'all understand that that's a script, right?
Right.
And that's a character. Mm-hmm. So you want to protest a character.
The same thing they tried to do with the Boondocks when they did the Martin Luther King.
Martin
Luther King.
When they said, nigga, Usher is not, or Michael Jackson is not
a genre of music.
I missed the Boondocks, bro.
It's supposed to be coming back.
Which is great because you can't culturally have anything happen without them bringing back the Boondocks. I don't know if you on Twitter a little.
Here and there. I'm screaming into the void right now. Nobody.
It's good because it's left and right.
Uh-huh.
Like there's no in between on Twitter. Either they straight up clowning or they down the rabbit hole of like who's the wokest contest.
Right.
You not woke because this. Well, you might be a social worker, but that's suppressing this and that and this. Yeah. And then the social worker's like, wait, but you don't do nothing. You just here on Twitter yelling at me. And I'm actually in these streets. Yeah. But Popeye's chicken sandwich, which was hilarious because the two things this summer. Popeye's chicken sandwich is one in the R. Kelly case where you saw people bring back out the Boondocks clips and be like, the Boondocks warned us. So I feel like that was like our Simpsons.
The funny thing about the Boondocks, though, is that when it was out, people really wasn't fucking with it. They really wasn't. I've been reading the Boondocks since I was in high school. Right. It was a comic strip. I got the books at home.
Yeah.
When the cartoon came out, people wasn't fucking with it. People was fucking with the presentation of it.
Right.
The nigga, the this, the that. It was in your face, surf it. But they really wasn't getting what
cool
they were
talking
about.
Black cartoon.
Exactly. But they wasn't really getting the content.
But that's that's the mark of true greatness. Yeah. Is it takes people a little while to catch up to you. Even like with Chappelle, I'm having to tell people like, yo, he's ahead of you. I saw somebody write, in one of these blogs / articles / op-eds that he's just behind the times. And I'm like, no, he's 2 steps ahead of you. And that's why you're having so much trouble dealing with the things that he's saying.
Are you talking about the comic who wrote the op-ed?
I mean, the comic who wrote. Even her op-ed I thought was gentle. And she leveled with him a little.
Yeah, because she empathized with being in her late 40s.
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
Still
but
not
my thing is still
sure how I'm supposed to feel about a comic writing an article about a comic.
I think
because it's like a conflict of interest.
I think it's bullshit.
I always say you can't play the game and commentate it.
Right.
So I feel like I'll never forget. I was watching NBA one night and. The game was over, and you remember Shannon Brown? Mm-hmm. He's married to Monica.
Yeah.
Monica is sitting in the booth with the headphones on and talking to the guys and chopping it up. Shaq, Barkley, Kenny, EJ, they're all sitting there having that conversation, chopping it up.
Right.
He comes up to the booth. He's still sweating just to hug his wife to say, what's going on. And she's sitting there giving her basketball opinions, whatever you think Monica's basketball opinions are. The boy is hers. She won that argument.
Right.
But Shannon's sitting there and he hugs her and then she goes, have a seat and put on the headset, and he's like, no. And it was an awkward moment because the guys even are like, yeah, and he's like, no, because he understood I can't sit here and critique LeBron with y'all.
Right.
I play on the team. Like, this will fuck up my whole thing, This might mess up my chances next year getting on the team because I want to sit here and critique how the other side plays. So I always feel like and I try to never comment on comedian specials unless I liked it. If I didn't like it, I try to never say nothing. Because it's like, well, how's your special, Phil? And anybody could put that back on me. And a lot of these people that write, it's like, yeah, but how's your shit?
I look at it for me. I've been a fan longer than I've been a comic, and sometimes I've been trying to fight with that. But it's like I use it as I look at it as a competitive thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if I see a special and I go, I want shit special about that special. Oh. That's what I say now. Woo! Publicly, I'll just say it. You know what I mean? I'll say it and be like, yo, what shit? I mean, I have ears. I can't
it's a lot
turn away. It's like, for me, it just causes me to go, all right, if I'm going to, like, I told my wife this one time. My wife, she commented on somebody, like, my wife, she sews and shit. She's like a seamstress. So she commented, she critiqued somebody's work one time. And I said, you do better. I said, if you're gonna comment on somebody's shit, at least do better than.
And that's the critique.
Do better, and that's the critique.
Is to put your work out there for it to be better.
I was like, I feel like I can say something because I feel like I'm gonna put the pressure on myself to do better than that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
I mean, kudos to you putting out a special, but at the same time, I'm looking at it from the aspect of the art form.
Yeah.
And I'm like, for the art form, or as they say now, for the culture.
Right.
This shit ain't copacetic.
Nah, not at all.
Because it lowers the bar.
On, we know.
It lowers the bar and the expectations of what people have for a special. Like I said,
inspired by mediocrity.
Exactly.
And that's where I think we are, to where it's like everyone's like, oh, I can do that, and the audience is segmented. Like I watched Dangerfield somehow, or I was down a rabbit hole on Reddit. Yeah, Rodney somebody posted Rodney's clip, and I thought, man, it's funny how funny just used to be funny. And everybody used to laugh. Mom, dad, small child, and now this stuff is just agree with me comedy. Hey, everybody, Trump's building a wall. That's wrong. Then a bunch of claps, and it's like, all right, my nigga, but where was the joke?
It's participation trophy.
Yeah, where was the joke?
There's no bars. There ain't no bars.
I mean, God bless Chappelle. I appreciate it because it takes some of the pressure off of us, because it's like, well, if he can say those things, now granted, he's unattached, meaning he doesn't have any sponsors. And as he said, bitch, you clicked on my face. Yeah. Where it's just like, why are you watching something you clearly wouldn't like? And even then, I feel like this mantra for this generation of the world having to adjust to you. Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like our parents kind of taught us coming up, you have to adjust for the world. And like, you know, people just might not see it your way, and that's okay, but save yourself the time. But now, you know, you got...
But that's different.
I don't know if you ever saw the video of the dude. The dude was big. He looked like Billy Gunn. He's in a video store, and he's wrecking the counter because the dude won't call him man.
Oh, yeah,
and
right.
It's just like, fam, you are like 6'4", dog.
Yeah, and he's only doing that because he knows.
Yeah, and not only that, but it's like, do that with someone in a position of authority. But why are you yelling at a GameStop employee? Like, whether you're a sir or a ma'am, you're being rude, and that trumps all of that.
But also, you're showing male privilege right then and there, ironically, because you're doing what a woman wouldn't be able to do if she was in that same position.
100%.
Like, because if you called, I remember back in the day, if you called a woman who wasn't like on the first little wave of this 90s neo-feminism, if you called a woman who wasn't married Mrs. and she was Ms., she couldn't overpower you and want to beat your ass based on you making that mistake. It's like, bitch, I ain't know you was single. Like, I just assume better for you.
And that's the level. That's the level that I feel about most of it, where, like I said, you're forcing the world to adjust for you. And it's like, that's cool, and I'm glad you think that you're that important, but just understand that somebody might not give a fuck.
And the irony is, the very profession that's not supposed to conform to society, they want want comedians to custom fit their jokes for the audience.
Right.
Oh, you're supposed to, for the audience that's,
when you're serving the masses.
No, fuck out of here.
So it's a majority rules kind of thing. Well, 45 people were laughing, so you two, I'm just going to say your opinion, doesn't really matter at this moment because the other 45 people were laughing. So what I'll say about that, and what was funny was Caitlyn Jenner, which, again, white male privilege, being able to flip and become a woman overnight. and win Woman of the Year, which is like, I mean, I used to do the joke where it's like, I don't know, bare minimum requirement to be Woman of the Year should be that you have to be a woman for a year. Like, bruh, it's been 3 weeks and you're already the Woman of the Year. And I mean, he beat out somebody that had cancer.
And motherfucker, amputee, and all types of other shit.
Yeah, amputee, someone who had cancer. And it's just like, that's disrespectful. That's white male privilege to be able to cut that line and instantly be the best woman in 10 days and get on the covers of every magazine. Now, granted, he also has some celebrity from his past or whatever, you know, her past, whatever people like to say. I'm really not into semantics. But the funny part about it all was, and I mean, also to me, and this was my big thing, was like, I'm bad with names. Once you introduce yourself and I learn your name, it don't have nothing to do with trans or LGBT for me. Once I learn your name, that's your name. It takes me weeks. Puff Daddy. I ain't called him Diddy yet. You know why? I learned Puff Daddy, early 90s. That's your name now. He didn't have a religious reason or nothing. Like Ali had a reason.
But even with Ali, people who grew up and saw him as Cassius Clay.
Right.
Who were already grown, said, "Look, I ain't got time to be learning no names."
And that's what it is more than anything.
Ali, yeah.
It's like, I don't have time.
Because like, you can barely remember the motherfuckers you beat on a daily basis. It's like, nah.
I knew a girl that stripped. Her name was Passion. I still call her Passion. She ain't stripped in over 10 years. And she's like, you can call me Precious. I'm like, nope, Passion.
That sounds like a stripper name too. She could have just went in there with Precious and made the same amount of money.
You didn't want to go by your government name.
Nigga, is that really a government? I never understood that name.
Which, by the way, Precious ruined Precious.
Yeah, that's true.
Used to be some pretty Preciouses out here on the streets.
Imagine them introducing her on stage and everybody gets up to take a piss.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna bring this fat bitch out here.
Right. Precious ruined Precious. But yeah, the funny thing was watching Caitlyn Jenner and everybody respecting and then finding out she voted for Trump and then people being like, well, fuck you. And it's like, is that all it took?
Still a white man.
Is that all it took? That's why y'all shouldn't make people heroes so fast, you know? And I'm not even 100% on the side of just because you voted for Trump, you're a bad person. But I just thought it was funny watching them all cry once they found out that, because it's like, well, yeah, stop making people heroes so quick. Mm-hmm. But nah, I love this Chappelle special, the joke about the trans and then the Chinese, where he was I always thought was funny because they split the difference on Caitlyn Jenner and Rachel Dolezal, which I'm like, look, if I am going to respect one person's feelings, then I have to respect the others.
Right. And
people were like, nah, you can't do that, blah, blibbity, blah, blah. And I'm like, look, I'm an all or nothing person. So either we gonna respect that and Rachel Dolezal is also black, or we gonna call that man Bruce. And that's just that. And people were like, what? And I'm like, catch up to me. I'm ahead of y'all. If somebody can say that.
I had a debate with someone. I talked about this shit. I was like, fucking with the whole Rachel Dolezal thing, and when it comes to like gender, I said we're living in a time where gender used to be clear. You know what I mean? Male and female was clear. Now it's transgender. When I was growing up, it was transvestites. If you was a woman and you wanted to be a guy,
that
you
was
were
the
known
word
as
we got
a
rid of.
transvestite. That's what you were, or a cross-dresser. You were a cross-dresser if you still had your dick. Like,
right.
You were a dude, but you just dressed like a woman. Now, because now with the whole thing, with that's unclear in this new day and age.
Yeah.
Now, going forward, I believe that, and this some shit that is just my conspiracy, I believe that, because the whole talk about reparations and all this shit, I said, black people are not going to get reparations unless white people can get some money from it.
100%.
And I said, the way they're going to get money from it is through those fucking 23andMe's. That they're going to be able to have percentages of sub-Saharan Africa. I'm 5%.
Right.
And I said, just like back in the day when you had the Native Americans, where there was the $5 Indians, and the white people
trying to get
paid to get on the registry to be identified as Native Americans, like Elizabeth
Warren. I'll vote for, by the way.
You're going to have $200 niggas going forward. You're going to have white people who fucking identify as black people. And then that's when reparations is going to start getting paid. Watch.
I like that Elizabeth Warren, who might get my vote, so far she's my front runner. Because she's down for student loan repayment and reparations. I'm like, wait till the check hit on the same day.
I don't trust no politician.
Nah, 100%. I don't trust any white person talking about reparations. I don't trust it. I feel like they're lying to us.
Reparations, if you've been a person who's socially conscious for any amount of time before this period, before Black Twitter, fucking reparations has always been a subject that is like your favorite track on your favorite track on a rap album that no one else plays but you.
Yes.
Like for me, DMX Crime Story on his first album is a track that's near and dear to my heart. Reparations is something that Hotep, so to speak, has been talking about for ages.
Because if they were going to give it to us, they would have been giving it to us. But instead, they keep making it the carrot that they dangle, and every time they pull it back.
Now, all of a sudden, it's a hotbed topic that they're bringing to Congress, and everyone's talking about. I don't trust it. Like, anytime white people start talking about some shit that's out in the open like that, I don't trust it.
I'm glad Hillary's gone, because she'd be somewhere talking about reparations and pulling Popeye's chicken sandwiches out her bag. Which I love the conspiracy theories, by the way, of the Popeye's chicken sandwich. Are like, yo, that's the new Tuskegee experiment. They trying to make the black man sterile, brother.
Stay woke.
Stay woke. The woke contest, which leads to like the Jay-Z arguments now. NFL, Kaepernick. How did you feel about Kaepernick?
Kaepernick, well, I'm a Niner fan.
Right.
And I talk about it on stage. I said, yo, I admit he had started becoming a shitty quarterback. I got thrown out of all NFL 49er groups when he was before the whole kneeling thing because I used to trash this nigga being our quarterback. It was known
half nigga.
Yeah, the half nigga. It was like mulatto.
When he played good, it was black people. Was black, when he played bad, hey, let me remind everybody he mixed. Okay.
So he I would always trash him, dude. I was like, yo, y'all over here caping for this dude. He had all of the tools. But they said he wouldn't work hard. He wouldn't work hard at music. He would work hard in the gym, but he wouldn't study film.
The only thing I would say was
Montana,
that Harbaugh leaving, and that was kind of the beginning of the end.
No, even with Harbaugh there.
But I hear you.
But even with
I hear you because I was critical of his play as well. Although I definitely still support his right to kneel, and I understood
all of that
had nothing to do with the troops. As I always joke, like, yo, he's half black. I'm watching half these games. Now, it's going to be the first half or the second half. Then I'm also had issues with his name because I'm like, look, who historically has led us strong black names? Martin, Malcolm, Assad Shakur, and Colin?
Colin.
Like, he sound like he going to have to stop and get sunscreen as before the march. You know, I don't know if you're supposed to have on sunscreen during the protest.
And a nigga from Wisconsin.
Yeah, from Wisconsin at that. Which, he, like I said, it has left you feeling a little divided. But here was my big issue with his protest was, to me, two things in order for a good protest. A, you have to have some type of risk. Like, what are you gonna lose due to that thing still going on? And then B would have been, it has to be directly correlated. And I felt like he was missing one of the two. Like, everyone always compares it to
Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
To know, which even before, which is my deeper point, where people, when they say that, I'll go, well, what about Abdul Rauf? And you still watch the NBA, so shut up. You're a hypocrite. MLK and the bus boycotts, where I'm like, they rode those buses to go to work every day. Mm-hmm. They were being demeaned, so pride was kind of the consequence for them. And that was what they were losing by having to sit at the back of the bus and being treated as less than equal.
Yeah, right.
And, second-rate bathrooms and stuff, colored bathrooms and shit like that. And then people will be like, well, Kaepernick, the NFL, that's like that. And I'm like, no, because you don't use the NFL. First off, name me 10 in NFL teams. Unless you were a season ticket holder, you're really not directly affecting anything. You're just watching something you never watched to begin with. It was too easy of a protest. Then on Kaepernick's part, I felt like this. They boycotted those buses because they rode them every morning, making them lose money. Mm-hmm. Kaepernick took a knee to draw attention to police brutality, which I support, but I go, attention was not the problem. It's not directly correlated. Even if they brought you back tomorrow, you could come out there on Yeah. All right. We back. We took a little break. We were talking about Kaepernick and how it wasn't correlated, and that was my biggest issue with his protest. To me, it didn't need attention. It was getting more than enough attention. Attention doesn't solve anything. So like Ali, right? He protested the draft, which what he had to lose was his life if he went over there and fought for something he didn't believe in and was against his moral principle. Mm-hmm. Being that he was Muslim, however people want to say it. And then you got to take somebody like, what was my girl that snatched the flag in South Carolina? Oh, yeah. Bree Newsom, which I think she's a huge, that's the most brave thing I've ever seen, because they were doing petitions all throughout the 90s to get rid of the Confederate flag. And South Carolina was the last person still flying the Confederate flag outside their courthouse. And it's like, yo, you think you could take that down? You lost the war. It's been 100 years. Mm-hmm. But Bree Newsom woke up one morning and said, fuck it. Yeah. Climbed the flagpole, snatched it the fuck down. She had to go to jail for that. But then 5 days later or so, a week or two later, they took the Confederate flag down. And it's like, how many petitions have been signed and politicians have come and had meetings about that? And one black woman woke up one morning and said, I'm tired of this shit. Climbed the pole, took it the fuck down, and now it's gone. So I just felt like the action has to be directly correlated. To me, I was saying, Kaepernick taking a knee is not going to stop police from killing black men. Me not watching the NFL never killed no black men, so what? Not directly. What do you want from this? Well, exactly.
It do kill black men.
I mean, you were going to die anyway. Yeah. At least you died in a mansion. Yeah. Now you had the CTE. You had the CTE, but, it is what it is.
Yeah. I supported his movement. I think that it was important because the NFL make a lot of money off of black bodies. All right.
Right.
Very similar to the prison industrial complex. Very similar to the court system. Very similar.
Nah, because nobody in the prison industrial complex got a mansion.
No, what I'm saying, but they still.
But no, you're right. Off the I agree, but I'm just saying a little different.
Yeah, but they still make money off of them
in the long run. Yeah.
And those guys. I had a tweet that I put out that I said I thought that the NFL would be the first ones to be against police brutality. I said because it is the plug. It is the plug that drains your talent pool.
That's true.
They're shooting niggas in the hood all the time. That is a potential first round draft pick.
See where he run.
Yeah,
first,
see.
Oh, he running the 4-4.
Yeah,
don't
shoot him. Look, he run pretty fast, and then Jerry Jones steps in like,
like you feel like the GM would be involved. Like that.
Exactly.
Now, when he got away from you. How fast was he running?
Yeah, so it's like you would think that they would be, but they're not. So my thing is for him to step up and go, look, I'm gonna bring attention to this, so I'm not standing for the national anthem, whatever. I believe that was a brave stance, and I think that other athletes should have done it with him at the very time that he did it, but they didn't. They
should have been all or nothing.
It should have been everybody together, and that's an issue that
I loved. By the way, the Texans owner, I forgot his name.
Oh, the guy that died.
But he died. Bob McNair had came out and said, that they shouldn't be kneeling, that they should stand. And then 6 months later, he died. And it's like, how you going to get mad at me for taking a knee and you take a back? Nah, dog. You don't get to do that.
Then he said it's like the inmates running the prison.
Yeah, it's like the inmates running the asylum.
But look, that's how the motherfuckers really think.
No, that's 100%.
My thing is just same thing like with the Donald Sterling situation.
Yeah.
I believe the Clippers should have boycotted that game. You kind of gotta, when he said that shit, it was the middle of the playoffs.
Right.
When Donald Sterling got outed. Instead of them not playing the game, which is what they should have did, because you have all these black men who make these places money.
What did they do? They turned their jerseys inside out,
wore black or something. They didn't wear nothing that said Clippers. Then they took it off, put it in the middle of the court, and play the game.
I'm glad you brought that up because I'm glad you brought that up because the NFL versus the NBA, which the old joke is NFL stands for nigga for life, but which OJ found out, not for long, and nigga for life. Mm-hmm. And OJ found that out the hard way. And if we're being honest about the NBA, the N ain't stood for national in a long damn time. Mm-hmm. That is the Nigga Basketball Association. Mm-hmm. But no, the difference between the two leagues, and one being a player league and guaranteed contracts, which, you know, shouts out to Kaepernick for that. That was very brave on a non-guaranteed contract because NBA, if LeBron and them started taking these, hey, you got that to look forward to for the next 6 years. But that's what I'm saying. And that was why I thought the protest shouldn't have went because I'm all for niggas getting paid, man. Get your money because, and I thought if either everybody or nobody do it, A, and then B, even if the older players were to say, we're on our way out anyway. Mm-hmm. You young boys don't do that. 5 years or less, get your money, stay on the roster. We're going to take these knees and show solidarity for that cause. Mm-hmm. Although, again, my main problem with it was 10 million of us could go out on Sunday and take a knee. But that's not going to stop Officer Pantaleo from choking out Eric Gardner. Mm-hmm. Which, you know, recently. I mean,
but the same thing can be said about John Carlos and Tom. What's my man's name?
I mean, yeah, Tommy. Oh man, we forgetting their names, brother. We're gonna have to. We're gonna lose some points on our black card.
Fuck it, but
you know, decline that African American Express. Don't worry about it.
We know the first name.
Don't
Tommy
worry about
and John Carlos. At the Olympics,
yes,
people can say that by them taking their shoes off and raising a black fist. It didn't mean nothing. It meant a lot.
But that was one event. That was one event.
But his thing was one too.
He was trying to do this for an entire season, and then it's like, what are people supposed to do? Keep hiring you?
Hold up. But at the same time, all right. But I look at it too, like look at all the other bullshit causes that the NFL promotes. That
I can hear you.
The something for the troops.
The domestic violence.
Domestic violence, which all their players whoop all their women's ass.
Which they're just like comedians when we get in trouble. Yo, give it up for the ladies.
Yeah. Like you got fucking the cancer.
Clap for the troops.
The cancer. You got the breast cancer.
No, yeah.
All that is
all these shit. Causes.
Where all those causes, all they do is pay the NFL for it to be promoted.
No, I get
it. It's black bodies who actually push this product forward.
I get it. And then
so it's like, all right, at some point, I understand that the NFL doesn't directly affect police brutality and stuff like that. However, I
get what you're saying, but I'm also saying I need the direct correlation. I need for you to take a knee. I need it for Ali to protest the draft. Then about 2 or 3 years later, they got rid of the draft. Bree Newsom taking down the flag. Then about 2 weeks later, they say, all right, let's take that flag down. So I needed
but that's kind of
what you're doing to be able to say, but nothing's going to stop Officer Pantaleo from being racist.
But that's kind of what actually ended up happening by the NFL donating towards social justice initiatives or inner city.
They were going to do that anyway, and they've always done that.
They've usually always deal with the areas directly around the stadium and the training facilities. I mean, really where they get the talent from.
I hear you, but here's the next point I wanted to say was him doing that, like I said, wasn't going to change them. And then also the major, conflict of interest, or what's the word I'm looking for? Contradiction to the whole, well, let's not watch the NFL protest. Mm-hmm. To me was, but those are black players out there playing. And not just them, you can go to the stadium, to the guy that's selling the popcorn, to the guy that's parking the cars. Like, those are minorities usually, And I grew up, in between Indianapolis and Valdosta, Georgia, and Lowndes County football. Like, that's the big thing down there. You got this guy that's a 3rd round draft pick out of, little southeast Missouri State. And he is playing. And you going to tell him from that small county and them 2,000 people not to watch him? That's, to me, like, nah, football's religion to people. So I always saw it as a conflict of interest and it being somewhat contradictory. It's like, nah, it's a lot of black players out there. So I had to support it. But now you got Jay-Z stepping in, to which I thought, this is what's wrong with us. Like, why can't we just support Jay-Z stepping in and say, all right, we don't know what you're going to do per se, but to me it was always kind of a half-ass protest anyway. So I felt like, let's get back in there. And then even when you had last year, you had Meek Mill and Cardi B do a pre-Super Bowl party, but we're not going to do the Super Bowl. And it's like, can we stop dancing around this?
Afterwards, didn't they party with Robert Kraft or some shit?
Yeah, Robert Kraft is there dancing, and I guess that was after he had his rub and tug. So it's just like,
I don't know. I just didn't feel. I wasn't feeling Jay-Z kind of. I kind of told people that I believe that Jay-Z, he's a capitalist and he's an opportunist.
Definitely.
And the thing is,
Dead Presidents is on the first album.
He's gonna make money off this social justice woke culture now because it's what's profitable. He's gonna make money off this.
But don't you feel like he was always that? The brother on his first album, and I'm not disagreeing with you, he is a capitalist. But again, Dead Presidents is on the first album. Mm-hmm. The first track is Reasonable Doubt. And he says all us blacks got is sports and entertainment. Mm-hmm. So at the same time,
at the same time, I grew up with Jay-Z not being socially conscious at all.
Because
he was.
I just told you.
No.
The first.
No, that could be a
album.
Lyric, but what I'm saying, the first album, first verse or whatever. What I'm saying is, I grew up in the era. I don't know. I have a weird relationship,
love-hate kind of relationship.
Yeah, because it's like I grew up when I was in high school. You had the underground backpacking, conscious, which was woke before woke, hip hop artists who was
just say Raucous Records,
Raucous Records, OK Player before they got the Roots, Common, Erykah Badu, all of these the neo soul niggas,
movement,
all of that. And then you had Jay-Z, and they were battling.
But you know
Jay-Z and Jay even said in one of his records, he said, truth be told, the lyrics sold. He said, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. You know what I mean?
Rhyme like common sense, but I did 5 mil. I ain't been rhyming like common sense. The double entendre,
right?
Which I love. But this is what was always great about Jay-Z. Categorically, he kind of never really fit. I would say he transcended, because to me there's a bad level of don't have any particular category. Like I'll say a player like let's say who could we say? Just a certain player, like you remember, like point guards, like if you were smaller, right, and you were a scoring kind of guard, like remember DeJuan Wagner?
Yes.
Shit, you from Jersey. Hell yeah, you remember DeJuan Wagner. That once he got to the NBA, I think he had scored 100 points in high school. And then came to the league, and it was like, well, what are you? Are you a 1 or a 2?
Yeah.
And then there's people who transcend the category. Somebody like, I don't know.
Isaiah Thomas.
Steph. Well, no, because he was clearly the size of a point guard, but I'm saying someone like Dwayne Wade or
like you said, Steph Curry.
Or Steph Curry, that you could say, well, he shoots good enough to be a 2, but he's the size
Allen
of a 1.
Iverson was like
he also transcending the category as opposed to not having one. And Backpackers always gave Jay credit, because even look at Talib Kweli, he's on the remix to Get By.
Yeah.
Picture me working McDonald's, that's him. But dude, to me, always has been conscious, and I think he's even one of them Chappelle, like, where he's ahead of people, and people are listening to the bitch and the whole rhymes.
I think I believe him and Trump are two sides of the same coin.
I
think Trump is a guy who he's a capitalist to his heart, just like Jay. And right now, what Trump is doing is that he's exploiting a fan base. He exploited a movement and a fan base and gave them what they wanted to get where he wanted to go. Jay was never a part of a socially conscious.
But I felt like he was. If you listen, he basically rapped about mandatory minimums for his whole career. Yeah. And then you got him, just some of the things he's done, man. In '99, when he boycotted the rap Grammys to say, and he won the Grammy that year, to say, y'all not televising us. Why is that? So to me, and Trayvon Martin...
But he wasn't the first to do that.
No, I didn't say he was first. I never said he was first. You straw man arguing now. I never said he was first, but just respect that he did that. He did do that for us, for the culture. That was in 99. We talking 20 years later. That wasn't for him. He won. He could have showed up and won and showed all his teeth like a lot of these niggas be doing. But he didn't. He said, yo, for the culture. I'm overcharging niggas for what they doing to the Cold Crush. Come on, man. That was him. Look, this is when I gained all respect for the brother, man. Listen. When Zimmerman got off, he came to, I think it was in Brooklyn, one of the marches, protests, whatever you would call it, when Zimmerman got off for killing Trayvon. Him and Beyonce showed up, bro. I didn't go to that. I had to go to work. So I think a lot of the people that come at him, it's like, yeah, he's going to make a few million, but you only make $90 in a day. You wouldn't miss that day of work for the struggle. So don't place that pressure on him.
I don't know, man. I just think
I feel like his energy's consistent. The Khalif Browder documentary.
It feels.
I don't fault people for capitalism.
I don't. No. I don't fault, but I don't feel like it's sincere. It's a lot of niggas like now with this whole shit being cool. Like I said, I remember when the shit wasn't.
I do hate that it's cool.
It wasn't. It wasn't cool to be that. I remember. Back then, it wasn't them Rockefeller niggas. It wasn't them.
But it what like I said, he always transcended categories.
It really wasn't for me. It really wasn't.
And I think people always try to slide into that category. Speaking of the conscious and the raucous and all that, I'm gonna throw this at you real quick and see what you think of this, because I think this is funny for the ladies in particular. Take a 99 Jay-Z and take a 99 Common. Mm-hmm. And if I told you, like, yo, one of these dudes is going to be happily married, very publicly, and the other dude is going to be just smashing random famous chicks. Which dude would you have picked? You'd have never thought it was going to be Jay-Z. You'd have been like, oh, the big pimpin' dude? Oh, he's most definitely still out here smashing the ladies, you know what I mean? And high-profile ladies.
That's funny.
But really, it's Common, and everyone was like, he's got the green eyes, girl. And he's fucking wearing the crochet pants.
Yeah, this motherfucker went to therapy.
And this motherfucker, I say that because
he done handed in his nuts.
If he's in therapy and Jay's out here doing work for the community.
I just listened to his new album. That shit's soft as fuck.
I gotta listen to it. Yeah,
it's soft as shit. He went right back to.
I love.
He's got that vibe when he was fucking around with Erica, man.
I love Common and B. B is classic.
B?
Prime Kanye on the beats and Prime Common coming back to the game and having something to prove.
His favorite, my favorite album is always be Resurrection.
Resurrection's a good one. All of those are classic.
One Day It All Makes Sense. That's.
I used to love her, which is just like, wow. Dude, this metaphor that he opened up.
There's so many metaphors in Resurrection that I still listen to this day, and I finally catch some of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, all the metaphors are similar. That's the type of MC he used to be. What people give Lupe credit for being, that was like really what Common was.
But I don't think you can, and this is just an overall view, I think you can impress people maybe once or twice. And then from there, you kind of plateau because people's expectations of you. And you even see that a little with Chappelle, where it's like, he can't really impress you anymore. If he did, that would be tremendous. But all he can do is maintain the bar.
Maintain where he's
the bar is already so high. And I think somebody said once they only comparing you to you, you're a legend, and it's not even a contest anymore.
That's a good way to look at shit.
Where you're the bar, and we don't even bring up, anybody else's album. But I love Common. And what did you mention that leads me to maybe our next topic? You mentioned Common. I used to love her. And there was something. Oh, you mentioned Lupe, which I got in an argument with somebody recently about Rhapsody. Do you listen to her?
Yeah, I love Rhapsody.
She's got the new album out, and you fuck with it. She's dope. But this is what I was saying to somebody, because they were having an argument about her, and I said 2 things can be true. She is great. she can rap her ass off. Her verse on Complexion, which I thought she bodied Kendrick. I thought she bodied Kendrick Lamar on, what was it, To Pimp a Butterfly, the song Complexion. I think that verse is one of the most beautiful verse I've ever heard in my fucking life. Like, sometimes you just need that feminine touch, bruh. And I feel like she just brought out all the colors, you know.
Right.
At the same time, I told somebody I do think she's a bit boring. And they were mad because they were like, and I'm like, both can be true. I'm like, Lupe was great.
She's not heavily marketable.
Was boring.
Boring to listen to, or in terms of marketability? She's not marketable because she don't put herself out there as a. They've done a better job with this album of marketing her.
Yeah.
But when they was first bringing her along, she wasn't very marketable. It was just she was raw. She was a female who had skills.
Yeah.
She writes her own rhymes. She's not built in a lab like Cardi B and fucking Meg Thee Stallion.
Which I like all of Cardi them, B, but all of them the hype where it's just like,
but all of them
you're saying best female Grammy, but a dude wrote this stuff, and you can YouTube him performing the same songs. 3 years ago?
Who was right before Cardi? That hit
Nicki.
Nicki.
I love Nicki.
But all of them follow are like clones of Lil Kim.
A little bit.
They're all clones of Lil Kim.
A little bit, I feel.
All of them.
Although
like,
I think
when I hear all of them with a little what's the girl name? The white girl, Gwen Stefani thrown in there a little bit.
Yeah, don't do
Lil
that.
Kim with some Gwen Stefani.
Don't do that. She's great.
To me, that's what I hear. When I hear them. It's like they be like new Meg Thee Stallion. I'm like, this sound like Cardi B.
Nah, I wouldn't even say Meg.
For me, I don't know.
I wouldn't even say Meg because I've listened to a little bit of them. I mean, it's only so much you can listen to them because it's just like, yo, I'm not about to start twerking. If I listen to another song, I'm gonna be in here twerking. But anyway,
I don't know how they popularized a nigga being a simp. Like you got strippers and now all of a sudden these motherfuckers is simps. Like, and proud
they got
about
mad at Jermaine Dupri because everybody will say, well, you don't know what the fuck you talking about if you commented on the female rappers. And then someone who clearly knows what the fuck he's talking about, won the first rap female Grammy or whatever, or the first female rapper to go platinum was the Brat. Clearly knows what he's talking about, and still everybody went off the deep end and it's like, nah, he does know what he's talking about. Where you said Lil Kim, and I'll even go deeper to say, I don't even think the young girls can see Lil Kim because she's more of our generation or back in the day.
Right.
They saw Nicki because a lot of them are named Barb, Cash Doll, and Doll this and Doll that. And you're like, well, y'all clearly, she was a Barbie, so you're clearly biting off her tree. I do think she's great, and I think she's like underrated and nobody defends her. You see her out here. Yeah, you see her out here wild having to defend herself.
But you see, but that is but it's a monster of her own making because the very disrespect that she's getting now is what she gave to Kim when she came out.
Yeah.
It's the same shit. The whole
yes.
All of these minions
you're kind of
came.
Right. You're kind of right.
They came and they was shitting on Lil Kim when Lil Kim was calling Nicki out.
I thought
for her being the originator.
But here's the thing. I think it's up to the elder to always squash that and to say, yeah, people are gonna say, but do your thing. It's always up to the elder.
Nah, but she was shitting on
you're
her
right.
too.
You're right.
She was shitting on
You're
Kim.
right. But
so Kim has to defend because like, yo, I'm not done.
Up to the elder to always sit that person down and say, everyone's gonna say you're this, but I fuck with you, and there's no need to put me down to bring you up.
You know better than I do about show business.
No, I hear you.
You can have a conversation with someone. But I'm saying you can have a conversation with somebody privately, and then they can go out in public and do something totally different because they're trying to appease.
Oh no! You're 100%
so who's to say
right.
that Kim didn't come to her and give her credit?
I'll give you.
And then she did that, and then it was like, oh, that's what you're doing. So I have to defend myself.
The best example of that I ever seen was T.I., which I lived in Georgia, say early 2000, you know, and niggas had T.I. tapes. I went to high school in Georgia, and T.I. was on the come up. He gets his first deal. And his first album, he calls himself King of the South. and people went crazy. What in the fuck are you talking about? That's disrespectful to MJG and 8-Ball. That's disrespectful to 3-6. That's disrespectful to UGK. It's disrespectful to Outkast. His first album completely flops. I mean, the label had him trying to do a bunch of experimentation and shit.
Right.
But he held solid. I'm the king of the South. He would say that shit. And I do believe you speak shit into existence. They asked Bun B and all them, and they went, nah, we don't got no problem with what the young boy is doing. Keep doing it. Like, I don't need him not to say that to feel secure.
Right.
That's why I always think it's up to the old head to kind of squash that and go, nah, she great in her own right. And yeah, it is a little bit off my tree, but that's what I'm here for, to inspire and to motivate people, you know, and for them to take just a small piece, you know. Don't take a large piece, but yeah, that shit's always funny. And, you know, it's always up to the old heads to me. But you brought up Meg Thee Stallion, which I'm going to get into this next little topic. Hot Girl Summer, man. You for it? You with
Fuck
it?
Fuck that. No.
Fuck that? Why not?
Because everything is... Look, man. Everything... It's weird, man. It's like women always need this thing with a fucking banner to fucking...
You feel like they need a hashtag to
always.
Like, you don't need a hashtag to be a hoe. Just go be one.
Just go do what they gotta announce.
And that's the difference between our generation and their generation, right. Where it's like, no, I'm all for you, hot girl and thotting, whatever verb you want to use, hoeing. Yeah. But don't act like you needed the hashtag to do it.
Right, and don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. Like, like if you want to do this, don't try to flip it to me like it's something else.
Yeah,
do what the fuck you gonna do. Yeah. That's why I said the difference between men and women. It's like we don't have to.
We didn't need no hashtag. We've been out here hoeing.
Yeah, exactly.
But now we rolling that back. Black men don't cheat.
I ain't with that shit
hashtag,
either, man. Fuck that.
No, don't squash the movement.
No, man. Fuck that, man.
I will say this though.
You never get on a plane without an emergency shoot.
We got
fuck that.
We got power coming on. We got power coming on, which I don't know if you watch. Do you? A little bit, but here's the thing: black men don't cheat. You got the hashtag. We got to get rid of Ghost. That nigga got to die. That nigga's openly cheating on his wife.
And then everybody talk about Ghost, but
spoiler.
But his wife is 4 dicks deep.
Time out. But who started?
She did by fucking playing with herself in the car.
He started
with but she did it first.
She didn't touch him.
She played with her pussy in the car.
She didn't touch him.
With the young boy.
But she didn't touch him.
That was first. So that means if she been doing that shit, there's no telling what she was doing before he ran into Angela.
She didn't touch him.
Angela, right? The Puerto Rican girl.
She didn't touch him.
Yeah, she didn't have to. But the thing is that you saw what she's capable of.
I knew the brother was gone.
She's 3 to 4 dicks
I knew
deep.
the brother was gone when they said in the latest episode. Spoiler alert, by the way, for the niggas that ain't got cable or the app. Angela died. This nigga went home and told his wife the love of his life died. I said, brother, what are you doing?
Yo, she done got rented out.
Which, by the way, speaking of hashtag black men don't cheat, you know, Kevin Hart, prayers up for Kevin Hart. You know, he's in this car accident, but he almost messed it up for us too. He was like, brother, Kev, we called him into the meeting. Kev, you got to calm down out here, brother.
Did you see what I put on my Facebook?
Nah, I didn't.
I said more than his health. I said, I pray to God his side chick wasn't driving that car.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I was like, I said, fucking Vanilla Sky taught me anything is not have your side chick drive your car.
Never do that. She's supposed to ride and make sure she put the seat back to the proper height. Because that'll get you caught.
Well, for him, he's the same height as his bitch. So.
For all you rookie players out there that don't know, that car seat, boy, you better put it back to her exact specifications, brother. Don't be leaning way back because your side chick got long legs. Or cheat with a chick that has the same measurements and specifications as your wifey.
Yeah. Or like if it's real far back, you just babe, so and so, my boy, so and so.
That's why I respect the old players more than us, because we got our own line on the cell phone, but the old player had one line, and he had to you 2 rings and then you hang up, and tell his other chick, you 4 rings and hang up. You ever watch the Jacksons?
Yeah.
One of the funniest moments in the Jacksons is he gets caught cheating. Joe Jackson gets caught cheating because she kept calling and hanging up. And it's just like, boy, these young boys don't even know. Old players had to use that one line.
That's real.
My daddy was using them lines. So, all right, it's 2 rings for you and 3 for her. But Hot Girl Summer, which, by the way, the title is misleading. I thought it was a bunch of bitches that needed air conditioners. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, we got to save these little girls with the green wigs. They ain't got no air conditioner.
They got the box fans.
Because if you go twerk, you're going to need more than a box fan, you know.
Them box fans was a shit.
You're going to need that AC to cool that thing off.
It's crazy how AC is so readily available and so accessible to people now. Like, you got one right here.
Well,
I remember, boy.
We sound old, boy. I remember before the flat screen TV, boy, we had the wire tube.
We had the tube back.
Yeah, baby had back. But, I saw Hot Girl Summer, and I'm like, how is it hashtag Black Men Don't Cheat and Hot Girl Summer going on at the same time? Like, y'all do anything for that Popeye's chicken sandwich. But I seen the girls, you know, licking the ice cream. Then they was on the gram and on Twitter sucking cucumbers. And I'm like, bruh,
they do too much.
What is going on? And I was jealous of the cucumber because I'm saying, that cucumber ain't took you on no dates. You want me to take you on dates. It can't be the Applebee's 2 for $20.
Nah.
Or nothing. But this cucumber, you just pull it right out the fridge.
You can't even get no work like that.
And raw at that.
Yeah.
And I'm just going, yo.
Pesticides and all. They don't
come
give a fuck.
on. Right. These girls gonna have new infections. Cucumber infections. Bitch, how you got a vegetable STD?
Tickle gums out this motherfucker.
Yeah, but I was a little jealous. Like, damn,
they just gotta
start painting my dick green. You can't have the Me Too movement and y'all sucking cucumbers and licking ice cream. What was that? I'm glad it's almost fall. Hot Girl Summer's over, so you know if you wasn't thotting this summer, it's damn near cuffing season.
And then people
now.
was actually trying to like stick up for old girl, the one who
that licked the ice cream, and they said she may or may not get time.
I was like, put that bitch at the bottom of the jail. I mean, if you don't lick some shit you bought, I'm good with it.
She was from a little town in Texas to where I'm like, I'm sure there's nothing there to do. What was worse than her was the copycats, where it's like, you're a grown man. Where are you licking ice cream and putting it back? And then the difference between our generations was, it's not that you gonna pull the prank, it's that, we licked ice cream and put it back, but we didn't film the shit and upload it to the world. That's the dumb part. You're committing a crime, stupid.
That made me not want to have any ice cream for a while. I was like, fuck that ice cream. And then what's funny is it takes something like that to happen for motherfuckers to go, you know what, we should probably put a plastic film.
But there was already one, and I think she pulled that back too.
Did she? No,
it was unprotected. It was raw.
It looked like she just popped it open.
Maybe, I don't even know.
Popped the motherfucker open and did it.
But boy, I'm glad the summer is coming to a close. You know, it's damn near October, and this summer was wild. The cucumbers, the ice cream was getting all the love. You had Hot Girl Summer going on with Black Men Don't Cheat, which I love. Lil Duval, by the way, on Instagram. Every time he see a girl do some inappropriate shit, he'd be like, y'all lost the point. What is this? Like, it was a girl that had painted her body with Popeyes, ass, titties, like body paint, and was twerking in front of a Popeyes. And it was just like, shorty, I love seeing your ass as much as the next man, but Popeyes ain't paying you a dime for what you were doing.
Yo, that whole Popeye shit was embarrassing to me. I used to always have, we as a people used to always have this internal clock or internal register that whenever we used to see some goofy fucking shit that niggas would do, you'd be like, yo, that set us back 10 years. That set us back 20 years. This whole Popeye fiasco, my nigga, I was completely embarrassed. I was like,
it was good.
I'm like, what the fuck?
It was a good ass sandwich for $4.
I didn't eat.
You know what's crazy? I had several
before the whole
shit popped off.
Did it ever taste
but I'm more of the fan of, if you like something, probably don't tell everybody, because then it's gonna be sold out, and you're gonna have to fight people. And you saw the fights online too, where it's just like, Oh God, are niggas really fighting over chicken?
Like you said, hey, got a chicken sandwich. I'm like,
the two hypothetical things.
The dude that jumped in the fucking
in the drive-through, and they made his ass jump back out.
Yeah,
which is hilarious.
Oh, they really ain't got the chicken sandwich.
They beat his ass. Like they smacked him in the face with the chicken sandwich he wanted, and sent him back on the other side. Then the people in the car tried to get out and act tough after he'd already gotten beat up. Where it's like, well, that's what you get. And that's the thing. It's like, yo, y'all coming at people who is like, and this is the kind of shit that keep us divided. This is why we don't get nowhere, because it's like, yo, you in the hood arguing with, some young black girl on her summer job. She's 17 and sweating her ass off, and you're yelling at her over a piece of chicken. And then not only that, because that sets us back one step, but then what sets us back 4 steps is you're filming the shit and putting it online. And the Boondocks episode that they brought back out was the bird flu or the chicken flu, I think, episode, whereas everyone was fighting over chicken and it was a shortage, and it just is like, what are we doing? Y'all can't be mad at Jay-Z and fighting for chicken online and twerking about this shit at the same time.
While sucking a cucumber.
Which I'm all for the twerking, but let's not act like this is setting anything forward. I'm for whatever you want to be, but let's not act like this is advancing any struggle.
It's a hodgepodge of shit, man. It's like, it's not a cohesive movement of understanding, because people are going where you there's nothing wrong with I don't
which
know.
I'm always
this is a whole
we're not a monolith,
right?
And I'm always disappointed by our behavior, because it's true, we are not a monolith, right? But we also can't afford to behave like white people, because that's what they'll bring up. Well, white women are feminists, so we should be feminists too. And it's like, no. Because we're a minority. We don't have the privilege to be divided.
I had a debate with another comic, a female comedian who I'm real cool with, and we were going back and forth. She said something. I said, how are black women talking about fighting the patriarchy?
Right.
When we don't have
the patriarchy.
I
You've
said
been fooled to think.
Black women have been running our communities for the last almost 40 years. I said, what fucking patriarchy are y'all fighting?
100%.
White women are only annoying their men. They're not going to betray their position in society.
And that's why they all voted for Trump.
All they want to do is have the white supremacy card and tell niggas what to do. They want to be able to tell us what to do, because they can't never tell a man what to do. White men are always going to be in control.
Someone cooks the Klan's dinner.
Exactly.
Someone cooks Trump's dinner. And you can keep it taking it out further. Bill Clinton, that set off a lot of mass incarceration. Who cooked his dinner? And that's why I wouldn't vote for it, where it's like, no, you have a part in the patriarchy.
Oh, yeah.
And that was where Chappelle was great when he said, you were in on the heist. You just didn't like your cut.
Yeah.
Because they took fucking affirmative action from us. They're the number one benefactors. So even when I hear white women yell about patriarchy, I'm going, go yell at your father.
Right.
Fuck are you yelling at me for? I don't got shit to do with that.
But
what privilege I got other than the first to catch a cop's bullet?
You have male privilege. I'm like, get the fuck out my
black male privilege. Where on a basketball court?
And not even then, because you still got rest.
I get to be first pick.
Yeah, fuck that.
And even then, somehow Keith Van Horn wound up on the cover of a game, and I'm going, does he average 14 points per game, and he's on the cover of a
video game?
I know Kerry Kittles was like, what the fuck? It's a photo shoot film?
Fucking Eric Montross.
Which I think we'll have to do the research, but I think Keith Van Horn might be the worst player to ever have gotten on a cover.
What was he on NBA Live?
I believe it was NBA Jam for 64.
Really?
In like 99, 2000, it was a wild time. You know?
But they probably gave it to him after, because he had a damn good career out of Utah.
He had a good career, but wasn't good enough to be on the cover of a game.
His college career, yeah.
Yes, but again, wasn't good enough to be on the cover of a pro game. When you really go back and look at it, you're
what was that, his rookie year?
It might have been like his junior, sophomore, fresh. What are we saying? Second or third year.
He wasn't that good name.
Exactly.
But they've always,
and you knew that by
in the NBA, they've always looked for a great white height.
Always, you gotta have a great white height.
They always look for that great white height.
Which leads me to maybe our next subject, right before we get off into the motherfucking fight night portion. We going a little long here. We working out the kinks, getting the chemistry down, but fucking. talking about white hopes, and we talking about players, which everybody made a big ruckus about Andrew Luck quitting.
Oh, okay.
And I'm from Indy, so it was a big deal to all my friends. Him quitting or retiring
That's your team?
early. That's the squad, the Colts.
Okay.
Which I had to laugh because I said, he was great because people cared. Mm-hmm. When goddamn Jim Sorgi quit, nobody cared. When Ostertag retires, nobody cared.
Right.
So he was great because people got mad, which I don't know what it is about Midwestern cities that just sends players into a funk. Barry Sanders in Detroit just was like, you know what? Fuck this shit, I'm out. Calvin Johnson, Megatron, just said, you know what? Fuck this shit, I'm out.
He was on his way to being the greatest receiver ever.
Yeah, he was good. And just was like, fuck this shit. Great. I'm done.
Dominant, just.
Which the only Lions fan I ever met was Axel Foley. Like, that's the only person that publicly will say.
I know one. I'm
a Lions fan because the Lions are just, but yeah. I was listening to some sports talk radio and they were talking about it, and I hate that he quit because, of course, he's in our age group, or my age group of millennials, 29. So the bigger conversation became millennials and how they don't have no heart. And, I'm reading this shit like, how are y'all typing this shit from a typewriter and uploading it to Twitter? Like, you old motherfuckers gotta quit. Like, y'all have had plenty of people that quit. It just wasn't the social media era.
Right.
Y'all had a fucking president that quit a while ago. So fuck y'all. But yeah, the larger conversation was that, and Andrew Luck quitting in his prime, which I felt like for the city of Indianapolis, the way they played Peyton Manning, which it's like the dude had a press conference after the neck injury and was like, I came to work out and the doors were locked. Like the locks have been changed. And he looked like he wanted to cry. And I thought for what he done for the city, for as long as he done it, dog, he'd go feed the homeless. He'd go fucking play with the sick children. He didn't have to do none of that shit. Never had no scandals. As long as he was in Indianapolis.
I didn't know that about them locking the doors.
And I thought it was from foul shit. And then we brought in the new boy and was like, he's going to do this and he's going to do that. Which, by the way, Peyton came back from the neck injury, got with John Elway, and the rest is history. 2 Super Bowls. Got smacked the first one by the goddamn Seahawks. I missed the Legion of Boom, by the way. Richard Sherman. I'm a Niners
fan, but I still like the team. I like the
great Earl Thomas. All
I like
that
energy.
You know why I'm here. Marshawn Lynch.
The whole team filled with black boy joy.
Just it
was just a whole bunch of black men who just went to war.
Characters. Richard Sherman, Marshawn Lynch.
Cam Chancellor, that motherfucker.
And then Russell Wilson, who he done got cornrowed by Sierra. It's finna be a whole new NFL season. And RG3 got a shape up. I said, oh God, what is about to happen this year? Which was, I thought the funny part, RG3 still playing Andrew Luck. Like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Well, with the whole thing with Andrew Luck, and this is my theory of it. I believe Andrew Luck, and what they're not saying is that, and it's just my conspiracy brain, is I think he got hooked on opioids. That's what I think. For 4 years of on and off injury, and for him to continue playing, he'd have to keep taking those drugs. Yeah. And he probably got fucked up, and he said, listen, if I don't stop playing football, he probably gonna get hooked. Yeah. Because my thing is, the thing that's weird about all this coverage, because I watch the coverage of the NFL more than I watch the games now. Right. I
never watched the coverage. I hate it.
I watch the injury reports and all that stuff, and the way things is coming out of Indianapolis and the way that they're reporting on this and the way that they're building this dude up, like they're always about his character and he's such a great guy and he's this and that. I've never seen that about any other player, and you know how humble Barry Sanders was, right? You know how humble Calvin Johnson was, and he left the game quietly. Yeah. And no one ever harped on about this and the way they are about Andrew Luck. And he leaves, and I'm like, there's something off about this because everybody gets injured in the NFL. Everybody.
I'll tell you.
Everybody always has to deal with injuries.
You bring up a good point.
And I'm like,
what I thought was in particular real off about his was, and I mean, this might just be the technology, and also this is why the old men were shitting on us because it's like mid-game. You ever see somebody announce they retirement?
Oh, that's old boy. You talking about Buffalo? You talking about old boy in Buffalo?
No, look.
No, but I'm saying, but the dude, remember the dude in Buffalo?
This
he
high profile. He at least came off the field.
No, but that motherfucking shit was high profile too. He played the first half. It was Vontae Davis.
I know what you're talking about.
Vontae Davis. Yeah.
But I can't remember the specifics of it.
It was Vontae Davis.
And the reason
he played the first half. Came the second half, he quit to say, he said he's done playing football. He retired at halftime. That happened last season.
Right. Nigga showed up to work and said, you know what, I thought I could take this
no more. He's like, yo, I'm out here with killers. This
out.
game is moving too fast. And he said, I'm out. People trashed him for that.
The reason I say high profile is just quarterback being,
right.
you know, the highest paid
and
player in the team.
And he was also a chosen one.
But I hear you.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't think nothing that high profile where it would have been one thing to have a press conference the next day. Mid-game, the stadium went, what? They're looking at their cell phones like...
Oh, I didn't know that the press conference happened in the middle of
No, it wasn't even a press conference.
So that's why they booed.
They leaked it.
Oh,
and then everyone looked at their phones and said, Andrew Luck retires.
So
they in the second quarter.
Yeah. So
and then he saw him standing on the sideline and started booing him because it's like, and you seen people take their jerseys off and it's just like, whoo, that is some nigga shit right there. You quit in the middle of the shift. You on the clock, motherfucker. You supposed to wait till you clock out and then say. So yeah, that was more the thing that I think people were trashing us for. And then they made it a broad thing, you know, brought in LeBron, and then KD, and then the millennials, instead of working for Google because that's a lot of pressure, they'd rather go work for a startup, you know, where it's less money but less pressure because millennials don't like the pressure. And I'm just like, man, fuck you. Stop bringing this shit up. Y'all had people quit too.
Yeah, but you also had examples of people enduring, like I saw fucking Dan Marino play with no motherfucking knees. With 2 knee braces. And he fucking stood in that pocket.
Also less pressure.
You know what I'm saying?
So you could go get drunk after and then come play.
Fucking Brett Favre.
Look, and there wasn't no camera
Brett
in your
Favre,
face.
he got hooked on painkillers.
Yeah.
But the motherfucker played 1,000.
Wasn't no,
Peyton Manning, the motherfucker that they got rid of him for, then it broke his neck.
And came
did
back
break his neck,
play.
had spinal fusion surgery.
But
came back and played. Probably was on steroids, but they're going to keep that quiet.
There's a side of the game that I do feel like is unfair to athletes. Like, you fuck with basketball, right?
Yeah.
OJ Mayo?
Yeah.
That he was on SportsCenter on ESPN when he was like 12. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he must have been 6th or 7th grade playing varsity basketball. And I mean, he's saucing older kids on varsity as a middle schooler on ESPN.
Right.
And, you know, if you follow his career, did 1 year at USC, went right to the draft, and was a decent player. Mm-hmm. He wasn't what they thought he was going to be, the next LeBron, whatever, whoop-de-wop. But the motherfucker was decent. And then failed the drug test and got put out of the league. And, you know, when it's a certain substance, they never will say what it was. You know, this nigga was snorting anthrax or some shit. I don't know. But there was one side that goes, you know, you dumb druggie. And then there's another side of me that's human that goes, man, when you've been in that pipeline of sports since you were like 10, you weren't allowed to get off it, you know, and you never got to be human and say, I want to go smoke weed for a whole semester and see what that do, you know, and experiment. And I think in this era of mental health where everybody's going to claim to be so conscious of mental health until it contradicts something that they enjoy, then it's all of a sudden, oh no, hell no, we can't do that. Even with like, I mean, I hate to throw this in there because it's heavy, but like somebody like Michael Jackson, that it's like, if you can say a mass shooter, you know,
and mental health or whatever,
had mental health issues and feel sorry for him.
What about like people brought up the thing about
and hold on, I want to say this real quick. And yeah, R. Kelly too.
They talk about
not saying anything they did is okay. I'm not saying it's okay to pedophile if you got mental health issues. I'm just saying if you're going to bring up that every time someone shoots some shit up, then someone like an OJ Mayo that you do have to say, like I said, you just never had time to be a person. And we remember Ricky Williams because he was great.
Yeah.
And he said, yo, I want to go get high.
But Ricky Williams also had, what was it? He had social anxiety.
Well, again, mental health issues. And that's why I say sometimes with the black athlete and with athletes, period, they don't got to be black. Even an Andrew Luck or OJ Mayo. Shit, Tyreek Evans just got suspended, which fucks up my team.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, damn, that's a former rookie of the year. But I also stepped back and said, man, you never had time to be high for a whole semester. You know, you're in the pipeline of sports. Everybody telling you, go get that $1 million. But once you get it,
it's a lot more pressure for black athletes than it is most white athletes who come from.
Like, you gotta look at where you play. You send a nigga like Mayo to Milwaukee. Hell yeah, I'm out here getting high.
Ain't shit to do.
Send a nigga like Tyreek Evans to Sacramento and then back to Indiana. Man, I got to smoke some weed.
Didn't he also play in New Orleans?
Yeah, right? I got to sip some lean. I'm out here fucking with goddamn Bun B and motherfucking Juvenile for All-Star Weekend. Hell yeah, I'm sipping some lean. But yeah, it's just that level of like, yo, get them a little bit of space to be humans and
because every waking moment is accounted for as an athlete.
And even with and the whole family is counting on you because they going, motherfucker, I need to know this, I need to know that.
Right.
Get your ass out there and play.
I can agree with that to a degree, but fuck, I mean,
also part of me is like, man, fuck that. You walk the straight now and get your fucking money.
Get that bread as long as you can get it.
Because you're gonna have to do that regardless of what job you have, even if you wasn't an athlete. Not regardless of what job, but
what I'm saying, job, I'd have made $20 million for the last 8 years.
Is that if you was a regular motherfucker out here,
my job is smoking weed, nigga, and I hired myself. But there is a side of me that says exactly what you saying. The black side that come from the poverty that says, motherfucker, you better get out there and get your money. You Andrew Luck, that's white privilege. You don't think Derrick Rose needs hurt? But he from the projects. And Mama Rose said, nigga, you can't come back to my house. I bet you better get out there and get your money.
Andrew Luck is benefiting from quarterback privilege. Because the motherfucking offensive lineman can't do.
No one cared. People be like, who?
A running back. You know what I'm saying? Running back, a fucking wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
They can't do what he did because a lot of their money is guaranteed. A lot more money of their money is guaranteed.
And that was the conversation the old guys were having where it's just like, they can't even touch you. Like,
it's easier
we were getting mangled. What are you even talking about?
Look, I'm a Niner fan.
And that's how you're breaking all the records.
I used to see Joe Montana get fucking annihilated.
Get mangled and had to get back up there.
He was 6 foot nothing, 190 pounds.
Which is crazy.
And he used to get killed.
Because people feel sorry for them. But I remember, I'm trying to remember which Jets player called in and I was listening. And they said, he was like, yo, I could barely move with my right hand. Like, my fingers are gnarled. You can see that if... And they said, let's ask you one question. Would you do it all over again? And that motherfucker said, you damn right. And I said, because that's the thing people miss.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to advocate for somebody that's not advocating for themselves. And they're going to say, yeah, I can barely move my knuckles, but I'm in a nice apartment, motherfucker. And then that's the question I have to answer, where it's like, Phil, would you rather have memory loss or would you rather be in a mansion? And it's like, I'd rather have the memory loss in the mansion, because you're going to probably get the memory loss any goddamn way. At least you're like, wait, whose mansion is this? Because you're in a studio and remember everything. Like, goddamn,
you know all the moves that got you to that exact
I'm trapped in this one room, but my memory is good than a motherfucker that I'm broke. I don't want to remember not being broke. I'd rather be rich and not remember which Ferrari I got out of.
But same thing, like you said, I remember hearing a Hall of Famer say exactly the same thing.
They're warriors, man.
Yo, man, yeah, and that's part of where the game. It was more for glory than it was for commerce. Now it's the other way around. It's where these guys are going, I'm gonna make as much money as I want, and the game is a lot safer now.
Yeah,
and they're going, I'm gonna make as much money as I can in a short amount of time. If there was a, and this is another thing.
I'm gonna tie this back to that, and this is heavy again, but where even with the feminist movement, we were talking about where you'll have these women try to speak for other women. Oh, we don't make enough, blah, blibbity, blah, blah. And it's like, she don't want to make enough. She going, I'm fine because I look good and he's taking care of me. Yeah. And I choose to work less. so I can support my family. So why are you speaking for me?
Right.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
So you get that in a lot of movements.
I used to say that also with a whole thing about the chicks who complain about catcalling.
Yeah.
I said the only ones who complain about catcalling is the ones who you wouldn't catcall in the first place.
And they're like, you're
when
fucking
I see comics, when I see some of these white female comics, they be talking. So I was catcalled the other day. In my mind, like, no,
this must have been
no one's catcalled.
This was 56 pounds ago for you.
Yeah, or not even that. They just plain,
just
straight
plain
up and down.
done. Yeah,
nobody's catcalling you.
100%.
I wouldn't catcall you, but then it's like you're complaining about catcalling. Meanwhile, you have gorgeous women that go, men don't approach me anymore.
Yeah. And I've even had
niggas don't buy me drinks. They don't walk up.
I had a woman straight up tell me this, and obviously, like we said, one woman doesn't speak for all of them, but the opinion counts of even the exception to the rule. It's one girl, hot Italian girl, white girl, beautiful, gorgeous, was telling me, and I mean, just literally me sitting in the Starbucks, she sits down beside me, and for some reason, she just starts talking to me, but she was saying, her hardest problem is figuring out which guy's money to spend. And I said, what? And she said, I'm in my 20s, I'm high. And she was like, and they're just coming at me. She was complaining about a guy getting her Wimbledon tickets and saying he's over aggressive. And I said, shit.
She don't understand these.
I will take one day of aggressive. And even some of the younger women that do complain about catcalling, you want to say to them, appreciate it while it lasts, because you got about another 4 years and it's gonna stop, and you're gonna be stopping in front of men and wishing they would say something, but they ain't gonna say nothing but move your old ass and tell that young bitch I said come in.
Could you tap on the shoulder, please?
So it's a two-way street, but we'll get to the motherfucking fight night portion of this shit real quick. My man Ibrahim is from Jersey.
Yeah.
Grew up. Do you care to say how old you are? No,
36.
A lot of people in the game want to give their Hollywood age and the industry age.
I mean, 36, man.
I've been 32 for the last 8 years.
If you black, you should be able to tell niggas your age with pride, especially if you over 21.
Right.
Because I remember a time when they used to be talking about the average black man doesn't live to see 21. So I've seen 21.
You're going to be dead by that age.
Yeah, braids in the beard. I'm appreciative.
Proud of your age.
Exactly. So, I grew up in Newark, projects, all that shit.
Newark. 36. Who's from Jersey? Naughty by Nature.
Yeah, Redman.
Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap. He the new
comics. You got Bill Bellamy.
You got, who else? Alonzo Hamburger Jones.
Hamburger. Look up that Family Guy episode if y'all ain't seen it. Hamburger, a legend. I met Hamburger.
I met him too. Good dude.
Who else y'all got? Jersey. Samora's from Jersey, right?
Samora's from Jersey. And Nia Long,
Jersey. Queen Latifah.
Jersey got Naughty by Nature. Was funny with Naughty by Nature is my grandmother lived on North 18th Street between William and East Orange when Naughty by Nature first popped off. You want to talk about block parties? Now you want to talk about hot summer?
I seen they did parties. The VMAs recently.
Yeah.
And all of them, Naughty, Fetty Wap, Queen Latifah, all of Jersey did the VMAs. Redman.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, being tri-state area, that most of the shit that they say is in New York is actually in Jersey anyway.
Shaquille O'Neal from Jersey.
Even the teams that play in New York, for New York, the stadium's in Jersey.
Right.
Which anytime they start losing in New York, people will be like, nah, that's Jersey's team.
Yeah, people was running down on Meg Thee Stallion because
when she did the VMAs, she put as her location New York. And Newark motherfuckers was on her ass on social media saying, nah, rep my city.
It's so weird.
Rep my city. Nah, but you gotta understand where we come from. Now, I felt that. Because when I was growing up, Newark got no airtime.
She doesn't
know. I get it, but the reason why people came at her was because all of us we understood that we've always been the blind spot of the Northeast. People ignore this.
Come on, I'm from Indianapolis. People will be like, where's that? I told a dude I'm from Indiana when I was in 3rd grade. I moved to Georgia. I said, I'm from Indiana. He said, that's the place where the people had them dots on their head. I said, whoa. My mother told me Georgia was last in education, but whoa. You thought Indiana was India? So, and then a lot of people, I'll say Indianapolis, and they'll go, man, that Minnesota is cold. So I know about being underrated and people disrespecting, and they don't even realize they disrespecting.
Yo, you know how you look at the news now and you get to see what the weather is in Newark?
Yeah.
We used to have to go by New York's weather. That's right. Because they would never advertise our shit. We'd be like, well, it's 76 across the water. Right. I guess it's about 74 here. So, because we ain't no shit, but... so you said fight story?
Give me maybe give me a time you lost. Let's start with the
definitely
L.
A time I lost.
What was the L?
The L was
worst L.
Worst L was I was training boxing. I was doing I was boxing at this gym called Dewdrop Gym over in Newark on Sunset Ave, and I was about 19, maybe 19 or 20, something like that, but probably right around there. And I sparred, so I had been training for a little while, whatever. And this was like my second sparring session. So they throw me in the ring with this Dominican kid. Now, like at that time, I was like way leaner than I am now. I was physically impressive. I was moving, I was fast.
Had the body.
Yeah, so I'm looking the part. Dude, we get in the ring. Now, my first sparring session was pretty good. I got in the ring with this dude, and he whooped my ass. Now, all leading up to the sparring session, I was telling my trainer, like, yo, I need to work on my defense. Yeah. He's like, no, man, you good because your offense is, you got good right hand. I said, nah, dude.
What did Mike say? Everybody got a plan until they get hit.
So the bell rung. I'm moving around and I'm looking like young Cassius. Yeah. I'm dancing, everything. I'm throwing a couple of jabs.
Did the Urkel shuffle?
Yeah, all that shit. My man threw that first right hand and I froze. I caught, bro.
You caught it?
And I caught it, and I had a pretty good chin. But you remember, like, where Richard Pryor said, he said, your legs don't. He said your legs start like you move your legs a little bit.
Right.
But I couldn't fall. It was like I couldn't fall, but I felt it. I took the punch, but like my feet felt like they wasn't there.
Days. It felt like an out of body experience.
Yeah, but I couldn't fall.
You're present, but you ain't present.
Dude starts. So then he started, and he hit me with the first right hand. I shook it off. By the time I shook it off and looked up, the other one was on the way. Oh, and in my mind, I was like, God damn.
Chased you.
God damn.
And that's the
thing. He hit me again. Yo, then he leaned up against me and started like trying to work the body.
Oh,
so then, but the body I was fine because that was all in shape.
Up here,
it's up here, so
CTE.
I could feel him. So as long as I could feel him, I was like, so I started hitting him, and like I hit him with a couple of body shots, and the motherfucker was like, oh. So then he started keeping me at a distance and was just teeing off. Like I was like Apollo Creed and
just wouldn't fall.
That's no, it was like Apollo Creed. He was hitting me like that, like from Rocky IV and shit. The motherfucker, he whooped my ass.
So and how did the sparring session end? Do you throw in the towel or is it a certain amount of
I went through 2 rounds. Supposed to do 3, and then my training was
trainer was like
nah, we gotta work on
2 out of 3. Thanks for showing us where we're weak.
Yeah. But I tried telling this I love him though.
That was Oscar De La Hoya. He went on to be Oscar De La Hoya.
Bruh, beat my ass that day, yo.
That's humbling. That's the thing about boxing. You feel like it's fun to hit people. And those people get in that game and then quickly realize, you gotta be able to take.
Yeah. And another thing with boxing is that it you end up fighting. It makes street tough niggas realize they not tough.
No, you don't have the stamina.
Because like not right after that boxing session, it was like my sparring session. My trainer put me in the ring with another guy who was head. Now at the time I was 165 pounds. He put me in the ring with a guy that was like 200. He was a little shorter than me, but he was like wide. He put me in with him, and I ended up knocking that kid out because we had worked on defense for a couple of weeks. Then he was like, all right, I'm going to throw you in here and then see where you at.
Sparring, y'all got headgear and all that.
Headgear, yeah. Okay. But this motherfucker was throwing heat. He was 200 pounds. Like I say, he was shorter than me, but he was throwing heat. Like, I felt the fucking
That was
wind
the thing about Mike Tyson was he was shorter.
Compact.
Didn't quite have that reach, but he had that power.
Mike had great lateral movement where he can slip under jabs.
Customato Mike. Because God knows when Cuz died, and that was Cuz's dying mission was, he had, I think, Rocky Marciano in like the 50s or 60s.
Yeah, Floyd Patterson as well, too.
Floyd Patterson, and then he wanted
I know it was Rocky Marciano's trainer, too.
I might have that mixed up.
I think Floyd Patterson was definitely
Floyd Patterson, and then was looking for Mike.
He taught
We'll have to look that up. We got nobody here to fact check us, but Cuss definitely was doing his thing. But then, you had Mike Tyson, and then,
I was telling people about with Mike and Cuss D'Amato. Like, a lot of people look at it like, oh, well, Don King ruined Mike, or Don, and Mike said in his documentary, I don't know if you saw his documentary, Tyson, when he narrates his life, and he's sitting there, it's the one that Nas produced. Yeah. He said that, Cuss was his trainer and stuff like that. He said, but those guys, Jim Jacobs, I think it was, or whatever, he said, them guys was stealing from me too. Yeah. He said the only difference between them and Don was Don let me enjoy my money.
Right.
He said when I was with them, he said it felt like they would take me up in the Catskills, they would train me, and then they would bring me down to fight. So he was like a dog, he was like an animal. Yeah. They would just set him off in the ring, and then he would just go. Yeah. But with Don actually, if I made $20 million, I spent $20 million.
Right.
If I made 20, he let me spend 20.
Which you always feel like with them, and I mean, there's one side of Don being black, so people always feel like they're gonna exploit you. Which I always feel like better to keep it in the family than it is to let that man exploit me. But you feel like with them, even with the Cuss team, at least they helped train him. So that was. When they're taking the money, it's like we did something. With Don, he was already great, and Don just had to promote him. Which even then, it's like his kid Dynamite. You don't have to promote Mike. Which Mike, and we'll throw this out there just to see how you feel about it. Which Mike Tyson is a very interesting person to me for this reason, in particular in the Me Too era. Somebody that did or went to prison and served time for what he served time for. Which obviously was a rape charge, if y'all don't know. Right. And now has a podcast, a cartoon, is in all types of movies. He's in The Hangover. It's like a silly guy, and it's just cool. Right. Which leaves you in this weird space of like, and I'm all for him being vindicated, having served his time. But you also say, well, if Tavis Smiley can't have a radio show for whispering in an assistant's ear, then how is Mike out here just living life and
selective?
Because it's so selective.
But it depends on who's going to make money off you. Tavis Smiley is strictly kind of like a self-made guy.
And Charlie Rose?
Oh my God!
And she just like was it Red Rover where you could put people back in the game? Where it's like, hey, put Charlie Rose and Tavis Smiley back in the game. They whisper in somebody's ear. We get them to agree they won't do it no more. But if you're going to have whole rapists out here with cartoons, then Charlie Rose get to come back in the game.
But give Charlie Rose a show like Space Ghost.
Yeah, we veered a little bit. But what were you saying? Oh, you were talking about boxing. What got you into boxing? Like,
my father, man. Like, it's something I always wanted to try to do. I was going to the Wild. I was like 17.
Okay.
And then I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. So this dude Sean Hassan, he was training me at the Y in Newark for a little while. And then my pops, and then eventually I went and got into joined the boxing gym.
Yeah.
Just started, doing that or whatever. But then I landed a career, and then I left it alone. My father was trying to push me.
Yeah.
He was trying to push me to go pro and all that
stuff. They just want to brag.
I said, dude, it's too late in the game.
You don't have to take any of these shots.
I'm in my 20s now, bro. It's too. You got to start that shit when I'm
10. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's like I started too late in the game.
Which they wind up hating their fathers because it's like, yo, you made me great, but
I
father-wise,
I
remember Roy Jones said that and it hurt a little bit.
Yeah, Sean, you got Shane Mosley too.
Yeah,
a lot of those boxers end up leaving their
fathers. Because it's like, it becomes a conflict of interest. It's like, you pushed me really hard as a trainer, but as a father, you showed me no love or affection.
Right.
And I got nothing that I needed, which made me a great boxer, but as a person, fuck you.
Right.
So, that got you into boxing in Newark. You obviously had to be tough in Newark. The one thing I knew as a kid growing up in between Georgia and Indianapolis was New Jersey Drive. And that was kind of my only picture of New Jersey. It was like, they steal cars a lot. And y'all was definitely atop the murder capital and stuff.
Yo, we were more so the stolen car capital of the world.
Growing up in Jersey, you had to defend yourself a lot, I would gather.
Yeah, or you find ways to navigate around it. Having to do it.
That sense of humor.
So, yeah, it's the sense of humor, and what's funny is, like, I used to, like I told you when I came in, is like, I came up in an era where there wasn't a lot of fair ones.
Right.
And I was the only boy in my family, so it was this whole thing of the clans. You get what I'm saying?
Little gangs.
So you had, this family with brothers and shit like that. So I'm outnumbered. And it's gonna be, you gonna get jumped all the time.
Two things I knew about Jersey: New Jersey Drive and East Side High. Lean on me.
Lean on me. Now that's more accurate. We hate New Jersey Drive.
Yeah. I bet so.
Because we do, because it's not a
It's never a representation.
It captured the tone of it, but it's like certain things like
that was just off.
When they say Avon Street, nigga, we all just like nah. When they said that in the movie, it was just like nah,
not Avon.
But the tone was right, because I mean, Nick, the stolen car shit used to be very entertaining out there. Yeah, bruh, them dudes. That was the whole thing. Bruh, if they would have took niggas, and this was like a movie idea I had came up with, is that you set it in the 90s, Newark. Yeah. And you have a kid that gets arrested for whatever, it gets sent down south, and and it's a black kid who becomes entrenched in NASCAR. He was a, you know what I mean? He was
right. So you just feel like it was misguided.
Yeah, bro, because all the motherfuckers had interest in vehicles.
Speeding, but where do you get the training if you don't have the money and all that?
Or the access.
Right, or the access.
You do it out on the street.
Bill Gates grew up around computers. Like, shit ain't an accident. And somebody grew up around a flathead screwdriver. and they got to it with what they had.
And they used to make the cops look dumb,
hilarious,
as fuck all the time.
So that part was accurate about the movie.
Oh, that's definitely accurate. Hilarious. It was just the little things that we knew that this wasn't Newark.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be.
Which is funny. It's like,
dude, if you
that's
don't
just
do
always
it,
a love-hate, because you go, okay, I'm glad you said New Jersey in the title. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Indiana, but also no, not that.
This isn't.
I'll tell you what was shot in Gary was I think it was called Original Gangsters. And it was with Jim Brown, Pam Grier, and
I remember that movie.
The dude that played Braxton in Jamie Foxx show, which I'm just like, how is he a gangster? Wow. You need two roles.
He was trying to.
You need two roles in between for me to be able to believe that someone this light skinned and this goofy looking is a gangster. And it's like, is that Braxton? What was it? Braxton P. Hartnebreed with a do-rag on?
Yo, that's funny that you say that, because that's exactly what they did with fucking what's my name, Terrence Howard. Yeah, he played in Hustle and Flow, but he also played in Get Rich or Die Trying. Right, and then you was able to believe. No, but he also played in Dead Presidents.
Yes.
He was a gangster in Dead Presidents, but he got his ass whooped in Dead Presidents.
But man, that's my favorite movie that's not a comedy.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I always say, if anybody ever played me, I'd want to be Lorenz Tate. People like, yo, Phil, he's younger than you. But I'm like, I always feel like that was how life's supposed to end for any black man in America. Like, I met that dude before. I remember I worked a job, and this dude was telling me about coming back from the war and not being able to get a job. And I thought there was going to be a good ending. And so then I took a rolling pin and went down to a grocery store, told that motherfucker, empty the register. And I'm like, God damn. This is a lot for a lunch break, sir.
Yo, I grew up, a lot of my uncles were Vietnam vet. My father's a Vietnam vet. I have an uncle that was, my Uncle Brewer was in the Marines. My other uncles was in the Army, and another one was in the Marines. Yeah. I had a couple others in National Guard, but they served around the Vietnam, and when they came home, bro, black men had a hard time back then.
Nah, 100%.
And it was hooked on heroin.
And that's why I love
Agent Orange fucked him up.
The end of,
Dead Presidents.
Dead Presidents, when he just flipped over the test. I served for the motherfucking country.
What's fucking with when my man, the judge, talking about I served in a real war. That was like an ultimate slap in the face.
Ultimate slap in the face.
I served in a real war,
but their treatment was completely different, which brings us back to the Chappelle special when he was talking about the heroin addicts, where it's like, they talking about opening a safe injection site in New York, and I'm just looking like,
dude,
what
they have
the fuck are you talking about?
Because
when black soldiers came back, exactly, from the war and was all strung out, y'all was arresting them and treating them like criminals. Now you talking about mental health. Then they got signs on the trains talking about carry Naxalon. Like, your overdose is my responsibility. I'm supposed to buy something to prevent your overdose? Like, y'all got the game fucked up.
What's funny is how I find it really hilarious, especially now doing comedy, is how I see how cavalier white comics are about talking about substance abuse and drug use.
Oh, yeah.
Versus when I grew up, because my mom was on drugs.
Damn.
And I had family members on drugs.
Right.
Because, like, it was the crack era then.
Yeah.
So it was like, we grew up with a stigma that we didn't want other people to know that, you know what I'm saying, that shit was going on. It took me years to acknowledge and stop being in denial that I had this shit around me.
No,
you know what I mean? 100%. But it's like, to hear how these motherfuckers just be like,
it's night and day. And that's why Chappelle told the joke, and that people kind of might got mad, but it's like, these white people love heroin. I thought everyone in this town was just sleeping.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, man, because like I said, it makes me feel upset, because I'm just like, nah, y'all treated us like we were crazy and criminalized,
just say no,
and locked everybody up, and now we're opening safe injection sites.
It's not. Well, that's just New York City, because they have them in other places. My homegirl who does social work, she work for different illegal crack house. She said they have safe injection spots out in like almost out where I live at now, like going out towards Pennsylvania, and stuff like that.
Like, it's a dude. They have them. It's a dude just selling belts and spoons inside.
Rhythm spoons.
Safe.
You remember Cole Martin when they opened up the restaurant, and he's like, "What we go through?" He said, "Rhythm spoons." And they said he's so fucking. That's what the dude is doing.
Yeah, just selling belts and spoons. This is a safe tie-off area, sir. You are not supposed to nod off in the lobby. The back area is for nodding off. And then, like I said, got these signs on the train, carry Naxalon. I'm supposed to carry some shit for your high? Fuck you.
Narcan gonna be sold over the counter.
You can die just like my uncle did from dope. Get your fucking arm chopped off. But yeah, color makes a huge difference. And that's, tying this whole podcast together of like, no, Dave Chappelle is 2 steps ahead of you, because he sees the bullshit coming from a mile away. You only accepted trans because Caitlyn Jenner told you to, and Caitlyn used to be a white man. So now everything's okay.
I think it's only being done to circumvent black, just like white women took advantage of fucking affirmative action
to get what they want,
right, whatever. I think, because the demographic is changing, it's a way for them to stay relevant.
Right.
And circumvent any type of civil rights action going
100%.
forward. So it's like, I'm a minority, you're a white man. But I'm a minority because I'm a trans man.
I'm a trans woman. Cutting the line.
Cutting the line, that's all it is.
And then it's like, I not for nothing. I want them real women to get what they've earned and deserve. And but you just jump the line.
But they work against themselves too by supporting.
Really, it's coming to the line twice, because if you was a white man, you was already getting it. You coming back in the line, and not coming back in the line, you coming back to the front of the line. Like, hey, come on. Which people keep talking about equality, and I'm like, I think equity more may be the way, because equity would be not everybody getting the same thing, but everybody
getting what they need
to get to the same level. Yeah. And that's where we're more of at. And even when we talk equality, I bring this up as my last major point. You had de Blasio recently declare for, wanting to be the president, and then them booing him for Eric Gardner, which happened 5 years ago. And Eric Gardner's daughter died, which I thought was tragic, because you're not supposed to spend your 20s having to advocate for your father getting choked out in front of millions and nobody doing nothing about it.
Right.
And this motherfucker comes back 2 weeks later and announces, oh, by the way, we're going to fire that officer. And it's like, don't try that slick shit. You just got booed trying to run for president. And now you're trying to come back and go, no, let me right that wrong. And it's 5 years too fucking late. and think of the people that he's fucked up and been unjust to on the force for this 5 years that you waited, and now you want to be president. And
I'll give you one better than that. The fact that he probably wasn't even doing that with anyone else. Like, wasn't continuing his job as a cop, but he was sitting at home collecting a check for that amount of time. Get to
be paid, and it's just like, this is why black people are upset. This is why Dave Chappelle can't stand your little movements. Go watch Nanette in peace and enjoy it.
But yeah, that's the way to end that piece of shit. I know you're not supposed to say, but I said I'm gonna say it.
We'll end with one more story. Let's get one more fight story from you, because you was boxing. What was your worst loss pre-boxing?
I lost a fight to a friend of mine who we was really cool, and I didn't really want to fight him, but he annoyed the shit out of me for some reason that day. And the dude, I didn't realize how agile that motherfucker was. Like, I was trying to get my hands on him. He was smaller than me.
Yeah.
And the motherfucker just kept slapping me. he kept like, he had these long ass fingers.
Was it E Honda from Street Fighter?
It was like
tapping A a lot.
Like he had long ass arms and long fingers. And he just kept slapping me. And he just annoyed me till I was so mad that you get the mad tears coming, and I couldn't catch him.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my hands on him.
So he kept moving
and slapping me.
That's the worst. You're like, can you just stay still?
Can we fight? And after a while, it was like,
I'll tell you,
I think that may have been the worst.
I never forget this, but I fought this kid, and I mean, I didn't want to fight him. He was way taller than me, and this is like 7th grade. He had got beat up. He got a black eye in the lunchroom. And he literally did, it's a comedian that does the joke, but he literally did who was laughing about me getting beat up? Oh, Little Phil? Okay, I'm beating Little Phil's ass. And it's like, no, he was laughing too, and so was he, but I'm the smallest person that was laughing. Now you want to fight me. So he kicks me in the stomach. We in the park. He kicks me in the stomach, and I had asthma. Kicks me in the stomach and goes and gets in a car and drives off. He didn't drive, but someone drove him off. I'm doubled over in pain. Like, fuck, this motherfucker just, shook my hand basically like, all right, I'll holler at y'all later. And then just was like, I heard you was laughing. Bam! And I didn't see none of it coming. So now I'm on some revenge shit. Like, I gotta get that motherfucker. Next time I catch him, not at school because I didn't want to get suspended. So I catch him again at the Boys and Girls Club, and I pull up on him like, nah, fam. So what was up with that shit? So a whole week goes by in between. So I've been seeing him at school and trying to act like I was cool with him. But knowing the whole while, I gotta smack the fuck out of you for what you did last week. So I see him at the Boys and Girls Club, and I the same way he did me, like, oh yeah, how the tables have turned, motherfucker. That slick shit you did last week, and boom, I hit him. And he backs up, and like I said, he's probably a whole foot taller than me. At the time, I'm probably like 5 and he's 6, like 6 foot tall. So his reach, and I didn't understand shit about reach. I was just mad. So this motherfucker is standing like 3 steps back from me, just jabbing me in my face. And my stupid ass had on a white shirt.
Oh, so it's all.
So my nose is bleeding. Now we in the parking lot of the Boys and Girls Club, and I'm going, I gotta get my revenge. And finally, after about 3 solid jabs to the face, I go, you're gonna have to get hit to hit him. Just charge at him, and I'm just catching him, bam, bam, left, right, everything. I get right up underneath him enough to uppercut him. Bam, I uppercut him. He feels a little pain, takes a little knee, but then he gets right back up and just jabbing me. And that's when I realized, like, yo, you got to fight at school where somebody going to break this shit up. You can't be fighting people in public.
You need a referee, motherfucker.
Yeah, we needed a referee. Nobody came to stop this shit. My shirt was all bloody. And like I said, I must have got in maybe 2 good hits on him. The first hit, and when I charged him and just uppercutted him, and he took a slight knee and then went right back to just tearing my face up. Blood all over my face. Stupid ass wearing a white t-shirt. Blood all over the shirt. And I remember I knew I lost because his mother made him apologize to me.
For what he did.
Whoever has to apologize, that's who lost the fight. And we had to act like we was friends after that. But like I said, we was cool, but it pissed me off. Like, really, dog? You looked at everybody that was laughing at you getting your ass beat in the lunchroom and picked the smallest dude. And that's why I tend to hit people first, because it's like, fam.
You gonna get yours
in
now.
If you get I don't know what you might do. I'm gonna have to take that first swing. But yeah, man, that motherfucker got me good, and now I understand reach. And before I swing on somebody, I take a nice look at the arms and go, is it worth getting jabbed to death? But yeah, man, this been good, man. I enjoyed this. Where can the people catch you at on social media and on stage?
Social media, they can catch me at Ibrahim Khalif on Instagram, Ibrahim Khalif 83 on Twitter, and Ibrahim Khalif on Facebook. On stage, I got a couple of shows coming up this month. Actually, I'm going to a show when I leave here. I'm going to the Underground Storytelling Comedy Show at Drexler's. And then I got a couple other spots coming up the rest of the month.
Okay.
So you could just, I posted in my IG stories, so you can stay tuned for that.
Yeah, folks, we back here, the motherfucking Tough Talk podcast. Like, share, subscribe. We gonna try to be here bi-weekly. This is my new partner. We rolling. We gonna collect some fight stories from some comics. Hear about them getting their asses beat. You can find me at I am Phil Hunt on all social media. That's PHILHUNT. I am. You know how to fucking spell that. If you don't, hey, you too dumb to do any of this shit. How do you have the internet, motherfucker? I got some shows coming up. September 12th, I'm gonna be at Stand Up New York here in Manhattan. That's in the city, 79th and Broadway. And the end of the month, I'm going to be at Knitting Factory in Brooklyn. That's Williamsburg, right across the bridge. September 29th, folks. That has been the motherfucking podcast. Thanks for listening.
Yep.